Welcome to Time Travel Coins. I'm going back in time with my coin collection. I've been going back through all the monarchs and we're now back in the reign of Charles II, who was born on the 29th of May 1630, ascended to the throne on the 29th of May 1660 on his 30th birthday, and died on the 6th of February 1685. So I'm going to start off with my oldest copper coin, English copper coin in my collection. And there we have the farthing. It's got a bit of odd toning on this coin, but the portrait's not too bad. Britannia on the reverse. Again, difficult to get focus with this toning. Not too difficult to find. Charles II farthings. I'd say that one's probably valued around £15. I don't have the halfpenny. They stopped using copper, moved on to tin shortly after producing that, and that was to help the Cornish tin mines. So the next coin I've got is the silver penny. Charles II, by the grace of God. Decent portrait there. The reverse has got the single C. So the 2 penny had 2 C's, 3 penny 3 C's, 4 penny 4 C's. 1675. We also had another type of penny in circulation, one of the last ever hammered coins produced in England. This is the penny as well. Different portrait, different design. It's slightly larger diameter, but thinner metal, same weight as the milled one. I'll just put those side by side. So we moved to machine pressed milled coins for all our coins in Charles II's reign. The reverse of the hammered doesn't have the C, it's got the coat of arms for Charles II. Not in great shape, that coin, but not too bad. But it's the Irish harp, the rampant at the bottom left, rampant line on the top right, and those tiny little ones is two sets of 3 fleur-de-lis and the 2 sets of 3 lions in each shield. So I don't have the 2p, but I've got the 3p. You can see there it's got the 3 interlocking C's. Spin that round. King of Great Britain, France and Ireland. 1676. In terms of value of those silver coins, I think the milled penny, about £55 in auction, the hammered one, £30, and that 3p, I'd say £35. Now the 6p, next one up, is much rarer, harder to find. In fair grade, or good, very good grade. This one's 1682. There's a reverse. Bit of damage on the back there, possibly bent and straightened again. It's got interlocking C's between each of the shields. Adds up. It's a bit confusing because it adds up to 8 C's, so but it's a 6p. same legend. Because the sixpence is a lot rarer, I'd say that's probably would go for around £100 in auction. So also the shilling was rare as well, and I've got one of those. This is one of the earliest shillings. Nice grade, this coin, probably say very fine condition on the obverse, a little bit weaker on the reverse. Particularly the fleur-de-lis area is quite worn. 1663. So that this coin's lived through the Great Plague in 1665 and the Great Fire of London of 1666, and ended up in my hands. Shilling probably between 150 and £200, I think, in auction. I think if it wasn't for that weak fleur-de-lis area, I'd probably say over £200. So the new milled coins, just show you on the shilling there, introduce this milled edge to help prevent clipping. So you could, if the milled edge ran all the way around you, you were confident that you had the full weight of silver in the coin. Next up, we've got the half crown. So the half crown had edge lettering on, not just the milled, standard reeded milled edge. It's a bit, I might actually show you on I've got a crown as well. I think the edge lettering is clearer on the crown. I'll show you on that one. This is dated 1671. Not in brilliant condition, but you can still see detail on there. I value it at about £100 in auction. And finally, got the full crown. This is a later portrait of Charles II. This coin's dated 1679, 30.1 grams of silver. I'd say near fine condition. Then hopefully we can pick up the edge lettering better on this coin. So start off with Decus et Teutonum, an ornament and a safeguard to prevent the clipping. Anno Regni Tricesimo Primo. So that's Latin for 31st year of his reign. And if you work back from the date 1679, you'll notice that goes well beyond 1660 when he came to the throne, because what he wanted to do was he wanted to count every year since his father was executed. And we had the Commonwealth of England, the Protectorate under Cromwell. But he wanted to eradicate that and make sure that the regnal year on the coins included every year since his father's execution. Charles II crown. So that's my full Charles II collection. As we go back in time, it gets harder and harder to find coins generally. So what I'll be doing in my next video is I'll be combining the period of the Commonwealth of England under Cromwell, Charles I and James I. Hope you can join me for that one. Thank you.